Well, we're in Wyoming.
Yep, in a really beautiful campground in a canyon. It's awesome.
Yeah, we've been pretty lucky. We found some gorgeous community-free campgrounds as we've been meandering our way back to St. Louis, Missouri for the first time with the bus.
Yep, it's pretty awesome.
This is the Tongue River Canyon Campground. I think I saw a sign. It's been here since like 1944 or something like that, and it's just awesome that cities provide camping for travelers and people within their town. It's just kind of lovely, and we need more of that.
We also wanted to say thank you to our patrons. We are now at 10% of our goal.
Yeah,
so that's awesome.
10 people are now supporting us on a monthly basis, and we are super appreciative.
Yeah, thank you guys.
We are slowly but surely hopefully getting to a point where sustainable travel and adventure and vlogging is going to be a thing of the future, and we really appreciate your support.
Sure do.
If you haven't yet, check out the description. There's tons of way to support our channel, even if you can't give on a monthly basis, one-time donations. We actually just had someone send us a photo of our Bus Life Possible T-shirt that they were gifted, and it warms our heart every time we see stuff like that.
It does. And if you can't donate, just share our content.
Yeah, or watch now, because now we have ads. So you guys are actually supporting us simply by watching the bug fly in your face.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this week we have a conversion vlog for you where Cole cut out gold content of him flipping out.
Yeah, I basically lost my mind and I was too embarrassed to include a majority of it, but there's a good 15-minute clip of me just, going bonkers because of these. Anyways, you'll see. So
I think he should have owned up to it and just posted it anyways.
I tried, but it's just I couldn't. Maybe I'll release that as a special video clip for our patrons.
Lucky you.
Yeah, lucky you guys. All right, well, enjoy.
Peace.
Jim and I have been making some serious progress in the shop, just in overall cleanliness and organization in there. And I feel really good to be able to help him out for a couple days, considering all the work he's done helping us on the bus. And Monica's moving the bus back right now. I swear we've been cleaning up in here the last couple days. I swear. I don't know if you could convince anyone, but
you could use a couple of them self-tapping short screws, whatever you want.
those little half-inch.
Yeah. Otherwise, I think you could use this bit.
Oh wow.
To do a pilot hole in just the metal, not for the wood. Just go straight in the wood.
Yeah.
So if you want to do that, get that done.
All right, so I'm gonna start off in the bus today, and we're gonna try to work on getting these panels mounted to the ceiling so they don't wiggle around anymore. And Jim has gifted us these little L bracket hinges that he was using for a furniture project that I'm going to try to not mess and mount first to the panel and then to the ceiling to get that secured. It's just so hard when you don't know anything about what you're doing. So I'm probably gonna have to wait till Monica, because I'm so uncertain about what I'm doing. Anytime you're putting holes in the ceiling, you get really nervous. I really don't want to record me going in here and telling them I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to for you.
Yes.
So I don't know what I'm doing, and I feel too uncertain to continue without having one of you guys with me.
No.
Well, we talked about, that rivet line?
Yeah.
It's going to be off center from that rivet line. So
I was using that as just a parallel line.
Okay, you're just using that?
Yeah. Just as something to gauge by that the two sides would line up.
Okay. Just feel like I'm going to fucking do this wrong.
You're not.
You're not. Take a chance.
All right. Let's go,
If
guys.
you're drilling the wood first, you can move the panel where you want it.
Yeah, I feel ya.
Yeah.
Every day you think you're going to jump on something particular, and then the day happens, and then you're put on a complete different task than what you thought you were going to be doing, and this is a prime example of it. But yeah. I hate tools. I hate fucking tools.
Oh my god.
Well, they're mounted. If you don't have the right tool, just don't fucking bother with anything. It'll drive you insane.
Oh good, you came just in time. It's over.
Good. Got another project for you, Cole.
No.
So pay close attention. Climb down off of here for a second. Yeah, so these two here are going to be for going into that 2x4 that's going that way. These two here, you're going to drill all the way through this, and I'm going to send you after a couple little carriage bolts. Okay? And then that plate is going to keep that 2x4 from going down through there. See how I got it? Look underneath there. See how I got it on the 2x4? So you're just going to put 2 drywall screws right here, right now.
I need 3-inch by 1/4-inch carriage bolts. This is literally exactly what I said I wasn't going to do. And I'm doing random shit right now that I don't want to be doing. It's just like creating my own misery, of course, but like, fuck. The bright side, there was enough coffee left for me to make 1 cup for the road. Thanks for the mug, Jim. It's amazing how positive you can start out the day and then how quickly it can diminish. I've decided I'm gonna leave you guys with Monica while I go run and get these bolts. And you can see what she's doing. She's routing part of the table for our dinette.
Well, I finished the leaf of the table and then I dropped it on the ground, but then we remembered we didn't cut it and round the edges, so I guess I got lucky.
So it's been like an hour and a half. I went to 2 different hardware stores. Ended up getting the bolts that I needed. I already stripped one of them. Just, you can't have expectations on anything, and it's not going easy. Like I said, I just stripped one of the bolts that I just purchased, so like I'm not even going to have the bolts I need to finish this particular project. So incredibly frustrating, to say the least. So what I got to do is take this fucking stupid thing out in order to then be able to put this metal plate in its place to properly brace the bed area so my fat ass doesn't hit the ground when we're laying in bed. Subsequently, the screws that are holding this in place are now covered up by the plywood that is screwed into place, so I have to sawzall this off and then pull out this plywood somehow. I guess I need to get a grinder to get these nails off. It's the only thing I can think of. One thing I haven't talked about is I marred my Sigma art lens 18-35. It's like known as a really popular photographer's filmmaker's lens with the sparks of the grinder wheel. It ended up having 2 little tiny dots on it, and it really only affected the picture when like light would hit it in a certain way, and only I would be able to see that it looked like a strange artifact in the lens flare. I actually just resold that lens, and I made sure the person knew about it, but they didn't seem worried about it, considering it only shows up in those rare instances. But you have to be careful with grinding wheels and those sparks. If they hit glass, that metal like melts to the lens, and I had an ND filter on, and I thought it was just the cheaper glass of the ND filter that got marred, And so I took off my ND filter and just was using the lens by itself with no protective UV filter or anything on it. And that's how I ended up getting those two little marks on that front lens because of those grinder sparks. So be careful when you're using grinders and camera equipment. This vinyl that we put in yesterday, you know, the floor is not 100% flat. It's a little bumpy, and so it's not like super smooth underneath, but it's going to help to be able to clean out the space and be moving things out in and out in the future. So I'm happy we got that done. This is kind of a testament to how painstaking today has been so far. But you know, Jim made these custom plates that are going to go like this, and the the PVC piping that we made, is that bracket's getting in the way. I don't think it would be a huge deal. I'm probably just going to go ahead and apply it anyways, but it's like, wouldn't it be nice if that wasn't getting in the way right now? Just frustrating to be working on this stuff by yourself. Jim and Monica are tackling stuff in the shop, but it really helps when you got somebody else, because especially when you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Fuck. Don't know where to put the other one. God, Cole. So here's the update. I stripped the extra bolt that I had, so now I'm gonna go to Lowe's and get new bolts because I ruined that. And I'm leaving you with Monica, so either Monica will vlog or she won't. But that's what's happening.
It's just a lightweight, quick dry adhesive, and this is just going to keep our foam from moving around a whole bunch.
Gotcha.
So kind of got a little bit of a cloth tip here that I'm fooling with. Problem is the tips.
Oh no.
So I kind of rounded that. That's that. I feel like that corner might stick out a little bit, just a little bit.
Okay.
So I kind of rounded it for the fabric's sake.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it's going to do it here for whatever reason. I think maybe it's set further back or something.
Yeah.
But so see
Okay.
now that's not really going to move much once we. I mean, it'll takes a little bit to dry, but that kind of keeps it from moving.
Yeah, from just falling off. All right, so we have our fabric laid out. We've got our cushions glued to the seats in the back of the chairs, and we are going to show you how we are going to cover them in fabric. We're just going to wrap them. It's going to be a pretty simple process, nothing too fancy.
Yeah, I think if we cut this loose, you could have it just one squared off.
Yeah, I like that, I think.
So that's what we're going to try for?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
One done so far. Probably took like 30 minutes, which is a little bit longer than I anticipated, but it's still, the process overall isn't too terribly bad. It's just like figuring out how you want to fold it, and I think our material is a little bit lightweight for an upholstery fabric. It's technically like an indoor-outdoor fabric, which I think it'll wear nice, but I don't know. I don't think it's made to be like stretched very much, so it's still got like, I don't know if you can tell, it's like the corners are a little bit softer and more rounded than like this part, but that doesn't really bother me that much. I think it looks pretty nice. What's Cole up to?
Actually doing what I want to do today.
Sweet. which is rerouting this wire, right, to hide it.
Yeah, and for the record, what I did is I ended up purchasing zinc-plated bolts, and they work just fine. I think I got the standard, like, they say, like, corrosive or some shit. I don't know what the fuck they say, but don't get the bottom of the barrel bolts, or they'll just fucking strip out on you and force you to waste half of your day on them. So.
Oh, sweet. So that's what it's going to look like under there, then?
As
just
of
like
now,
open.
But we'd like to do some sort of cabinets down there.
Yeah. So I was just going to show them how we're keeping this support beam up for now. We got some plates, and Cole ran out, got some carriage bolts, cursed at it a lot, and made it happen. Alright, so these two are the cabinet doors for the under bed storage. We have our dinette table and the leaf that folds up. And for some reason, they look like two extremely different colors. So that's really weird. And I swear I stained them the correct color. That's just really bizarre. I don't know why that's happening. It's the same piece of wood and everything. So I don't know. Maybe I have to stain it again, make it darker.
I think we want that seam in the front, don't we? We want this like this.
Oh yeah. So we're folding it.
Yeah,
down.
I think we want it like that, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think. Okay, Monica, here we go.
Here we go. I'm gonna staple Dad's fingers to the cushion
Sweet.
so you can always be with us.
Not only be in your thoughts and prayers, but I'll be on your upholstery.
Are you using regular staples or finished nails?
These are upholstery staples.
Wow, Jim's got one of everything. He didn't,
Yeah.
Though he didn't have 1/4 inch by 3 inch bolt for me to use this morning.
No, I didn't. You are right. I did not have that.
Oh, how we do that?
Yeah.
How we do this?
How we do
that?
How you gonna do
Shania, how we do this?
that? How you do that?
Shania, how we do this?
I can't remember what I was working on before this. Oh, I was working on the wires.
Yeah, you can go do that. Do you want to take them with you?
Well, I kind of had a question for Jim. It seems
Okay.
like I have to cut that rubber matting. And
Like they notched around the.
well, there's a piece of plywood that looks like it comes up.
Okay.
But do you know what's on top of that plywood?
The.
The passenger seat.
Yeah.
So
Yay.
Oh no.
you could take a look at it before I start cutting stuff, because I feel like that would
There.
screw things up ultimately. We kind of want to keep that rubber matting. So,
Right.
so I was just asking if you can use like a regular staple gun, or if you had to use something that was high compression like that. So.
No, you can use a regular one you squeeze.
All aboard the seat train.
We're going in?
Yeah.
Choo choo.
We'll go on the first. See, I had enough for the plywood, but I don't know that I have enough for the with that on there. So let's cut a little bit more of these off. Cole, you want to go get that little vibrating saw thing? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The oscillating Dremel.
What's that called?
The Dremel.
I think everyone thinks we're a little crazy.
Well, I think I'm crazy, so I guess
Yeah.
I can
So
blame
why
it.
should
yeah.
anybody else think anything?
I definitely think you're crazy.
So I can plug directly into that. Is that on, Cole?
You just need to hit the power button on the side of it. Hold it down.
Oh, hold it in.
There you go.
Got it. Ready?
Is that wood glue actually? I
It
bet
might
you
have
that's
some.
why
It
is.
might have had some glue behind it.
There we go. I got it now.
Okay. Now do the same thing to the other one.
Oh, baby. Wow, that looks nice.
It's okay if you're into that sort of thing.
If you like nice.
If you like knives.
If you like nice.
That looks good.
I don't think it looks bad.
Yeah.
I think it looks great. I think it couldn't have done it better if Martha Stewart was here.
It's a little tall.
Oh wow. Oh,
It's a little creaky.
What is this weight rated for?
Lord ass.
I'm glad we went with the gray. We had much.
So glad you're happy, dear.
Oh my god. This is big.
Cousin Weak Arm, tighten the bit here.
I don't have baseball mitts for hands, Jim.
You what?
I don't have baseball mitts for hands. Show the people those hands. Look at these things.
God.
They look like your grandfather's fine leather chairs.
Yikes.
Did you guys add the special fart spray onto these cushions?
No.
Yes, we did. That's what that pink stuff is. Right there.
Pink stuff?
Yeah. That locks out.
Trimax.
Yeah.
For all of the butt trimmings.
And let's drag the air hose. Cole, if you'd go ahead and open up a window so we can bring in the air hose and a nail gun.
Cool.
What?
Senor.
Thank you.
I got you some glue.
Grab another stick of 1 1/4
Inch and a quarter. What gauge?
18 gauge.
I just had to endlessly organize these nails and they're not organized right now. 1 1/4, 18 gauge I need. 1 1/4, 18 gauge. Scrapple was.
You don't want to listen to me anymore? That's why you put those headphones on. I got enough.
Are you taking a photo or video?
Had enough of his bullshit.
You'll never know.
Thank you.
He just used his spit as lube for the wood.
Oh, it's looking pretty in
Sometimes
here
I
now.
don't feel you appreciate my craftsmanship, Jim.
Oh, I do appreciate it. Believe me.
Cole really likes that extended.
He does.
Don't worry about
Tip.
the little split.
Perfect.
Now take that rag and wipe that corner out again.
Just do it, Cole.
God,
Did you get that wet spot?
probably. I feel violated. Not gonna lie.
Cole had a rough day today. We're not sure why.
Yeah, it all started out so promising today. It ended up turning into a really nice day. It's warm now, blue skies. Had to take my jacket off. We have been cleaning up the shop and the bus for the past hour now. Jim's got to actually work on some client stuff now, so we have to keep our stuff over to one corner since he has to actually use his shop for his needs. Yeah, the problem is that it just wasn't the 15 minutes. You know, you go, you get the bolts, and then you get the come back, and then the bolts strip out, and that's an hour and a half of your time. They didn't have the piano hinges that we needed. Then you go to another hardware store, get some more screws. Just expect everything to go wrong, and I think you'll be great. Eventually things will go right, but when things are going wrong, you have a better mindset. Monica's already wrapped the seats in plastic. Here begins the paranoia of Cole destroying things.
Well, it's my life, so.
Jim, where are we at?
We are getting close.
What do you see that needs to be moved for sure?
Well,
The shit?
no, this will be okay for now because Monica said you guys might come back Sunday. So if you put a finish on it Sunday, Monday morning, I'll take it and stack it back here.
The wall's pretty organized. This back thing hasn't been cleared in ages. Back wall's looking good. consolidated our corner. It's looking sharp, Jim.
Getting better.
All right.
Let's be honest, this channel wouldn't exist without me.
This bus wouldn't exist without me.
That's probably right. I'd take that.
All right, guys. Well,
That's okay, don't worry about
yikes.
that.
Don't worry about that. It's been real. We will see you next time.
This is Monica's exhausted sign off.
As usual.
She just-
All of our sign-offs are exhausted.
Just completely blank on anything of importance. Go check out our other things.
Yeah, go check out our Instagram.
And our website. We're getting that sorted out now. I'm sure it's beautiful now.
Yeah, it'll be good by the time you guys see it.
Thanks.
See you next time.
Daka Shane.
Bye.
Hello. I wanted to get some of this on camera. Monica is pricing things out for our yard sale that we're just going to throw together this next weekend.
Yep.
And if we don't sell anything there, then we may tote things out to do the flea market out in Union. Monica really doesn't want to do that, but I think that would be some super sweet vlogging. So this corner is like some Facebook Marketplace things that I have posted. I need to go through this miscellaneous camera bucket, some keepsake things, selling. Yeah, but it's crazy because we sold my grandparents' leather chairs that were here. We're putting the book shelves into storage. The couch is gonna go, side table's going, but like this room, you know, it had our dining table and, you know, other little furniture pieces. Like, we're really getting down to brass tacks now.
Yes, we are.
The floors in this apartment are so creaky.
Yeah, obnoxious.
So I'm having a really difficult time making the nitty-gritty decisions. It's part of the reason why I picked up the camera, so I could procrastinate a little bit.
Oh my God, put it down.
I really wanted to go garage sailing this morning, just because it's turning to spring.
And instead of collecting more things in our house, we're trying to get rid of them.
I'm needing some miscellaneous tools. Like, we don't have an official tool set. We do have some tools, but I need to get that, and I think garage sailing would be great, because even like just a basic pliers at Lowe's is $15 a piece. So if I could find some good old miscellaneous tools for like $40, it would be quite a steal if I'd get some stuff in it. That's the only reason why I'm wanting to go garage sailing right now. Where are you taking photos of?
I'm just taking photos of like miscellaneous stuff because I just want to be able to like post some photos on.
Oh, about the garage sale? Yeah.
And then people are like, oh my God, you have regular shit.
Oh my God, you have mugs.